This is it, everyone. The massive Allocation of Freedom update is finally here, and here is everything you will need to know. So, before we fully dive into today's video, no pun intended, if you tuned into the developer live stream, you would have received an early access to a yellow version of the Helldiver armor, but it's only available on stream, so I don't really know how PS5 players are supposed to get it, but everyone will have access to the armor on Thursday. But now on to the juicy parts. All of you have been waiting for is the level 10 super hell dive, and I can say there is definitely a big jump in difficulty, because if we look into the overview, we will see we'll be getting new missions, objectives that are way bigger, enemy bases, new bugs and bots, environmental hazards, and an all new swamp world, which is just a nighttime version of the old swamp. We got map fixes and crash fixes finally, and hopefully the crashes are fixed for good this time, because God knows how many times Helldivers crashes on an average daily basis for me. Not even just for me, just for anybody who just plays Helldivers. You know the game has a tendency just to at random points and just freaking die and crash, specifically when you're getting ready to finish the operation. But hopefully it's fixed for good now. But we all know the star of this update is the level 10 difficulty, aka Super Hell Dive. It is described as a new extreme difficulty designed for the most experienced and skilled Helldivers, with all new enemies and intense challenges. Now, I actually did unlock Super Hell Dive this morning, and there is something specifically unique to it. You can only get the giant bases on Super Hell Dive, and you have to extract with the automaton head, something like that. Yeah, that's pretty much what you do, which is one of the challenges you have to do. And if you do that, you do get rewarded with some pretty decent stuff, and you get bumped up requisitions to almost 11k requisitions for the most smallest challenge on Super Hell Dive. And I was right, guys. The new mission objectives will be soon active on a planet near you. These objectives will have you assault automaton human processing plants. I think you know where I'm going here. Meaning cyborgs, which is absolutely bonkers. Cause I called it. Alright? I called it. You guys can't say I didn't call it, cause I did. Alright. But this is getting insane. The freaking automatons, they're just upgrading like crazy. They're getting all type of tanks and stuff, so we're gonna need some stuff to upgrade for our own. But we all know that we have to extract the larvae on the termites, which is however you say the freaking name. You have to extract with the larvae. But I bet you guys didn't know the larvae is actually a what are the things called? Hive Lord. Yes, a baby Hive Lord inside. That's what the larvae is. So maybe we could be getting a Hive Lord at some point, but we will have to venture deep into termite territory to get it. And if all that wasn't good enough for you, then maybe the bigger enemy outpost will be. But these super outposts, as you can sort of call them, will only be in Super Hell Dive difficulty. I don't know why they didn't just put the big bases on every level. I mean, except for Trivial, that's the only one I would give them. But I should feel like there should be like a chance that a big base should be able to spawn on all the difficulties. But that's just my opinion. But why not new friends joining like us? Well, I said that completely wrong. We have new friends joining us, like the Impaler and the Rocket Tank, which I'm sure you all know. But I bet that would be just wonderful alongside the Sport Charger and the Alpha Commander, which will spawn super warrior bugs and can spawn a lot more than before. So we're going to stay on our toes. And if that doesn't keep you up at night, then maybe the Acid Storms will. It temporarily lowers your armor for enemies and the player, so you and the enemy will both be weaker. So you're going to have to use this and stay a bit on high alert. Now onto the nerfs, which kind of makes me a little mad, but balancing the SGAS Slugger, which is increased stagger force, increased spread, and improved drag. Now that does make it not as good as it used to be, But I mean, it's kind of 25-50% if you want to say. And this is where we start to cry, all right? The Breaker Incendiary got decreased number of magazines from 6 all the way down to 4. 4 mags, guys, 4 mags. And the recoil went from 28 to 41, and oh my god, why did they do us like that? They ruined a perfect weapon, almost perfect weapon. But I guess it's back to the OG for me. But next up is the Crossbow, which is now one-handed, so it's kind of like a secondary, and you can probably maneuver really better with that for when you're using SSID missions and stuff like that. So I might be using that more. And next up is the 23 AR Guard Dog, which has got a mag change from 6 to 8. But if you guys want to test all this out with me, tune into my live stream. We'll be unlocking Super Helldive and everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, Helldiver. Peace out.